Welcome. My name is Angel Peña, and I am the Chief of the Green Line Transformation Program at the MBTA. I'm here today to provide an exciting update about the B Branch Station Consolidation Project that began construction in February of this year. I have good news. Earlier this week, the MBTA approved an accelerated project schedule to complete the B Branch Station consolidation much sooner. We developed this online update to inform you of the upcoming construction in your neighborhood. I hope that any questions you have will be answered in the course of this update, but please know that if you have any questions at any time, you can reach our team at glt@mbta.com or through our website, mbta.com/glt, where there is a feedback form for your ideas, suggestions, and comments. So what does this accelerated approach mean for our riders and neighbors on the B branch? First, the diversion limits for the project will remain the same. Shuttle buses will serve the riders from Washington Street to Kenmore, and the 57 bus will go from Packers Corner to Kenmore during the construction. However, work will now take place on weekdays, weeknights, and weekends, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This full access closure will last for 3 weeks straight, starting Saturday, April 17th through Sunday, May 9th. Then, work will pause for Boston University's commencement week, planned with the BU community. From Monday, May 10th through Wednesday, May 12th, train service will operate until 8:45 p.m. each day. From Thursday, May 13th through Sunday, May 16th, train service will operate on a regular schedule to serve students and families during this important time. Work will resume 24/7 for another 4 weeks from Monday, May 17th through Sunday, June 13th, with shuttle buses and the MBTA 57 bus once again operating during regular service hours. This approach will reduce the overall project schedule by months, minimize the duration of disruption for riders and neighbors, and deliver results much sooner. But how do we know this approach will work and provide greater efficiency to complete the project ahead of schedule? Well, we know this because we did it last year and even exceeded our goals. Last year, despite the impacts of the pandemic, we collaborated with our municipal partners and colleagues across the MBTA to deliver important safety and reliability upgrades on all Green Line branches, while taking measures to support local businesses and essential workers who rely on public transit. And we will continue to work with the communities we serve while we make important improvements in 2021, and we'll look for opportunities to amplify results for our riders by completing other work between Washington Street and Kenmore. For those of you learning about the B Branch Station Consolidation Project for the first time, I highly recommend you review the recorded virtual public meeting that was held on January 28th this year. The recording is posted on our website under past events. Today, we will focus on the impacts of the acceleration approach, but I will take a few moments to highlight the relevant project details. Let's start with a review of the project location and impacted stations. This work will not only improve accessibility and safety for all riders, but it will also improve the overall quality of service for the Green Line. We're consolidating Babcock and Pleasant Street stations into a new, fully accessible station, also named Babcock Street Station. We are also consolidating St. Paul Street with BU West Station into a new, fully accessible Emery Street Station. Reducing the number of stops in this section of Commonwealth Ave from 4 to 2 will streamline trips for B Branch riders. Instead of stopping at every block, the train will stop at every other block, but will still pick up the same number of passengers. Okay, Let's spend another moment to highlight how riders will benefit from the new stations. Customer safety will be greatly improved with wider, raised, accessible platforms, 2 entrances per station, and riders will be protected with 150 long canopies, as well as windscreens and fencing to serve as a buffer from the street traffic and weather. These former stops will now become proper stations with amenities such as lighting, seating, signage, and access to emergency communication equipment. The width required for the new platforms was incorporated into recent Commonwealth Ave improvements. Additionally, by eliminating 2 stops, the overall trip time will be faster through this section of the Green Line. So how will the accelerated construction schedule impact service? As I stated before, the agency will supplement the MBTA 57 bus with shuttle buses that are either MBTA or private carrier buses. Train service will continue to operate between Washington Street and Boston College and from Kenmore eastbound. Trains will not run between Washington Street and Kenmore stations at any time during the full access closures. Signage will be set up at stations directing riders to MBTA 57 bus stops for alternative service. We will monitor signage throughout construction to ensure it is easy for riders to understand where to go. This map shows the location of existing bus 57 stops in relation to the B branch stations that are being consolidated. Shuttle buses will continue to stop at the existing Route 57 bus stops, and all drivers, whether for MBTA buses or private carriers, are trained to assist riders and operate a lift when needed. For health and safety of our riders, service will be monitored throughout and adjusted to reduce crowding. Now, I will share details about how construction will impact drivers on Commonwealth Ave. Here are the traffic impacts along the construction zones for the new stations. In order for crews to have area for materials and equipment, there will be single lane closures on both sides of Com Ave, but no associated detours. The lane closures will not impact bus service or pedestrian access. Police details will monitor intersections and crossings. This short animation shows how traffic will merge from 2 lanes to 1 lane along the construction work zones. First, let's look at how traffic will merge to 1 lane before the intersections at Babcock and Pleasant Street. At the new Emery Street Station work zone, lanes will merge before St. Paul Street and before Emery Street. Because GLT takes a holistic approach to improving the Green Line, we're currently reviewing opportunities to make additional infrastructure improvements within the limits of the B branch diversion this spring. This map shows potential locations where we may work to complete remaining track renewal and intersection upgrades. We understand service diversions are disruptive. GLT's holistic approach means that we will leverage access to complete additional improvements and maintenance in the limits of the diversion to remove the need for future diversions. In this way, we can amplify the results for our riders and the communities we serve and minimize inconvenience. As the work details are finalized, we will work with community stakeholders and our municipal partners to mitigate disruption. We pledge to share information as it becomes available. Now, let me tell you about the many ways you can stay connected with GLT to have the most up-to-date information on these exciting improvements to the B branch and more. In addition to checking our website, I recommend you subscribe to our email list to receive updates each week on the construction schedule and reminders of upcoming work locations. MBTA service alerts and social media accounts will also provide updates and help you know what to expect. We realize that construction causes inconvenience, and we appreciate your patience as we make these important upgrades that will bring significant benefits. There will be times that construction is loud, and we are requiring that the contractor take specific steps to mitigate noise, such as limiting the loading and unloading operations and minimizing the use of backup alarms. Still, if you want to alert us to any noise issues, we will have a dedicated noise hotline available 24/7. The number is 508 646 4691. I will wrap up by saying that we want to ensure that you know how to find the information you need and connect directly with us at gltmbta.com with any questions or concerns at any point in time during this project, and you will receive a response from the team. Thank you for your interest in the B branch station consolidation, and thank you to our municipal partners, elected officials, as well as Boston University and other stakeholders along Commonwealth Ave for working with us to advance this important project. We appreciate your patience as we work to build a better team.